Hi everyone guys, Antonio here. Welcome back to the ThinkLean Mind and Body Transformation Journey. This will be the episode number 11. Today I'm going to share with you some tool that you can use every day to boost, increase your performance and achieve your weight loss and fitness and nutrition goal faster than ever. Now this is something that I learned not too long ago. My journey started about 4 years ago to start having good result in my weight loss and fitness journey after 25 years of struggle. If you have seen my previous video, you know my story. Today I am going to share with you the power of journaling and writing things down. If you work with me one-to-one, you know how obsessed I am with writing things down. And not even writing down on your tablet, computer or phone, but writing down on paper using the old-fashioned but always beautiful pen and paper. Now we have generally, and there is a bit of different information on that, but I would say we have about 50,000 to 70,000 thoughts per day. Average we have about 35 to 50 thoughts per minute. Now you can imagine how fast paced our mind is and how hard it is to control. And if you're watching this video, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You know how hard it is to control our desire, our cravings, our relationship with others, with the food, with ourselves. We are constantly bombarded by information on every shape or form, from media and from a lot of sources that probably we never imagined 50 years ago. So 4 years ago, one day I decided to start journaling out of nowhere because I was not used to write things down. I didn't know even there was a possibility of creating a habit. July 2014 I decided to buy a notebook and start writing down out of nowhere. After I was reading a bit how to do it and what are the benefits of it, I started to do it, and since then, since half an hour ago when I was writing my last pages in my notebook, I never stopped. I never had a day without writing what's happening in my life. Not only my goals, my desires, but everything, every single things that happen in my days, good and bad. My emotions, feelings, experience, people I met, everything. Now, it's very, very, very well known the powerful benefit of journaling. First of all, one of the things that I have noticed immediately is to start to know yourself much better. You start to understand what is your reaction to things in life, what are your emotions, what are your feelings. They are the basic foundation for you to change your life. If you haven't watched my previous video, or if you are currently working with me one-to-one, you know how obsessed I am with awareness. You have to be aware all the time of what you do, why you do it, and how you do it. So if you don't know things, you cannot change. Writing things down have a powerful impact on what you know about yourself. If you are honest 100% when you write it down, you will know a completely new version of yourself. Now, the challenge at the beginning, if you are not used to do that, is to be honest with yourself and to write everything out of your heart, your soul. Whatever's coming in your mind, in the way it's coming, not judgmental, not criticizing your thoughts, must be put on paper. Now, for me, the biggest magic in this process of journaling everything, not only my desire, but my relationship, my struggle, my pain, fear, good moment, bad moment, brought me to create 8 volumes in the last 4 years of probably 1,000 pounds each, 1,000 pages each. I never counted, but I will one day, and I will show you what I'm using today, what kind of tools I'm using, and what you can use as a specific exercise that you can do with your goals. Now, journaling will increase your awareness of everything is happening in your life. Probably you will never go back to read what you're writing, but there is enough information if you do constantly every day to write your own bestseller. So I have the idea of writing a book one day, and probably I already wrote 2-3 of them full with information I collected in the last 4 years. Now, what is the benefit are also to create less powerful pain. When you write your problems down, your insecurities, your doubt, your fear, your emotion, and you are completely brutally honest with yourself. Remember, journaling is not for anyone else. So whatever you write on paper, on your computer, or whatever is the media that you're using, is for you, for your own benefit. Everything you write down becomes more real, so more manageable, and so the goals. And we go there in the goals in a bit. That's why I ask to the people I work with, and I'm asking you today, I decided to create just one video completely dedicated to journaling and writing things down, because I'm obsessed with that, because the benefit I had from it are incredibly powerful. And my life changed for many things I was able to put down on paper, analyze, reflect on it, don't judge it, and understand part of myself that I never understand before in many years of struggle and pain. So the stress that you relieve when you're writing things down is incredibly powerful. If you're having a bad day and you decide, like I do most of the time, took my notebook, sit down and writing everything is happening, good and bad, without filters, without be worried about the grammar. I'm writing in English and I'm Italian, probably you know, so I cannot write in Italian. I learned everything in English, everything I'm experienced is in English in the last 12 years. So the way I express myself is in English on paper, because I had this question many times, are you still writing in Italian or in English? I'm writing in English, everything is in English. I was very aware of the grammar. I have to write good, I have to express myself in the best way I can. Who cares? It's just for me. So when I start to free up from this limitation, I sometimes write 30-40 pages in few hours in the same day. So it is a very powerful thing. And if I have one advice to give you to improve your life from now, because it's not an expensive habit, you can write everywhere. We all have electronic device, even if again I advise you to use pen and paper, but you know, today just excuses. You can write pretty much everywhere and keep things with you. In your phone is perfectly fine, and that you don't have to sit down and think what to write. Just everything come out in your head, put down. The power of creating a new version of you is reflecting on what's happening in this moment and put it down. Don't leave your thoughts in the air, because our thinking, most of the time our negative thinking, it puts us in a spiral of negative feelings, negative emotions. And you know now, if you follow me, that your thoughts, whatever is coming in your head, is producing the way you feel, and the way you feel is producing your action. So in the weight loss journey, if you have a strong negative belief of who you are, or you are having a bad moment with the cravings, desiring food that you know is not healthy for you, and you are struggling with it, and you consciously decide to be aware and understanding what's happening in the present moment by sitting down and writing every single thing of the situation you are in, the situation, I don't want to say will disappear, but it will become so manageable for you. And many times happen that you realize that the power that you feel, the emotional distress you are in, is a very little thing that you are experiencing in the moment that you face it by sitting down and reflect on it. I cannot advise you to do something better for yourself than sitting down and journaling and writing everything down. I let my clients, coaching clients, write everything when they are with me during the coaching session, when they are by themselves during the week, when they reflect on their thoughts, when they're eating, they're not eating, everything must be written down. Find your own way to do it, but find your own way now. Start this habit. At the beginning, like everything, it's pretty challenging. You have to remember to write it down. You have to remember to sit down and decide what you want to write. It becomes an automatic process with the time. So I will share with you how I'm doing it and what I'm using to do it. And then I want to focus a moment of writing goals down. You have watched my video, obviously. If you haven't done, watch it, the smarter goal, how to set proper goal. And I want to focus on writing the goals down, which is a more practical activity, less technical, less let's say structure, and more powerful for you to achieve the goal, the weight loss, nutrition, fitness, and any goal you are trying to achieve at the moment. So I decided to use this book to write my journal down every day. So I have this is a new one because I buy them on bulk on eBay. These come from China, but I think you can find everywhere. Now, this is just sharing with you what I do. You don't have to do what I do. I'm asking you to start the habit of journaling, but use whatever for you is comfortable. It looks like a Bible and it's thick like a Bible. And here I have, at this moment, I have volume number 8. So I have 8 of these from July 2014. This is the last one I'm writing at the moment. It's almost finished, and you see how thick it is with all the pages. I also basically I take notes, thoughts, design. Everything happened in my hours during the day. Every person I met, everything I'm struggling with, every challenge with the food, every fitness program I've done, whatever happened to me from July 2014 until 30 minutes ago is written down. And I'll show you a picture of my books all together during this video. So this is just journaling. I prefer to write things down. I use different color pens, so it's about the mood. I bought a box with gel pen. There are multicolors, and I think it's Unipilot, but honestly, I don't want advertising any material. So I use multicolor because every day I like to open the book and see the pages in different color. I come from a graphic design background, so I have this artistic way to approach with things. Some people love to write on computer, on phone, tablet, or notes. Try to collect the things in the same place. That's the only things I'm asking you. Try to, that's why I decided to have this book and all the same. So I'm buying all the same. So I don't have things different sides. I can have in my library all aligned in the way I want, but this is personal, it's just me. The only things, don't have this little paper around the house or in your bag, one in your room, and try to collect them together at the end of the day, or try to create something that you know that when you go there you can find it, and if you want you go back and read it again if you need. Sometimes, because anytime I start a new page, a new day, I write the date and the time where I'm writing, because I write multiple times a day sometimes. So I write the date and the time I'm writing it and the day of the week. And sometimes what I do, I rarely get back on what I read, but sometimes what I do, funny things, when I know I'm going through a particular period, I like to see the year before at the same date where what I was doing, what exactly I was experiencing, and how I was reacting to the particular experience. You have no idea how much information I gathered about myself in my life, even for very, very old things that come out just with the desire of journaling, that helped me to achieve the goals, the weight loss goals I had, to overcome the pain and the struggle I had so for many years with the food, with the fitness, and with myself, with low self-esteem, low self-confidence, very bad relationship. I analyzed everything, and today I cannot stay a day without writing. And when happened that I don't have nothing to write, I promise you there are some pages where I wrote, today I have nothing to write. But at the end of the day, there was many pages where at the end there is always something to write. Because again, every day is a new chapter, and you can open a new page and write your new chapter. So please try, let me know how it goes. Start small, start writing some thoughts, and I promise you that if you do constantly for a couple of weeks, you cannot stop anymore. So do it and let me know how it's going for you. This is just general journaling. Now, what I want you to share another activity just on goals. So what I do, and this exercise I learned from Brian Tracy actually. If you are in the personal development, he's a guru in goal settings, and there are two wonderful books that I love about him. And one is called Goals. It's completely dedicated to how to achieve any goals, to how to set them and how to achieve them, with all the emotional attachment to setting goals. And another one is Maximum Achievement, that I really advise you to read. I learned this exercise from Brian Tracy. I started to, a couple of years after I started journaling, and my goal achievement completely changed. It's very simple, very cheap to do, and you can do every day, every moment, in every way possible. So what you have to do, I'm showing you what I'm using. So basically I'm using a little, it's not even A5, it's a very small booklet that you can buy in any supermarket or any stationery shop. It's very cheap. This is, again, works for me and the way I like to do it. You can do it on your phone, your tablet, computer, whatever. Just try to keep it together. So what you do, every single day, the first thing in the morning, you wake up, you keep your little book on the side table near your bed, sorry. You sit down before you leave the bed, and you open a page and you write down, I would say, 10 to 15 goals that you're trying to achieve between the present moment to, let's say, 1 year time, okay? You can decide. There is no really a rule to follow, but what I want you to do is just to write down the goals in the way they come in your head. It's not setting, not specific, your goals, whatever it is that you want to achieve, I want you to sit and write down. In a small sentence, for example, weight loss, I want to lose 20 pounds by, and you put the date. Or I want to buy this house in this place, this size. You can even use the present tense. So I weigh 170 pounds. I earn 15,000 pounds a month. Whatever it is, write in the way is specific and there's a good meaning for you. You open the page and you write 10 to 15 goals every single morning. What's happened the day after? What do? You are not checking the day before. I don't want you to open the page where you wrote the goals the day before. I want you to open a completely new page and you write down your goal. So what's happening in this case is, first you will notice that your goals change. So you start to see during the weeks the goals that are really important for you, something that you really committed and happy to achieve. You will forget some goals, you can repeat some goals, some of them you write with different words. So these completely expand your emotional attachment to goals. Achieving something is a kind of brainwash. If you really want it, you do anything to achieve it. Writing down simply reinforce the connection between our mind and our body, making everything real, everything more tangible. In the moment you write a goal down on paper, it becomes something that you are physically see in the real world. In our head is an idea. In our dreams is just a dream. But when you write it down specifically and detailed as in the same way you want to see it in the real life, it becomes a completely new approach, a new vision of your goal. Now, this concept I can speak with you for 2 days. I will never convey the power of writing everything down, journaling and specific goals if you don't try it. So I'm telling you, sit down, buy a little notebook and write it down. So this exercise of goal setting, be free, be creative. You don't have to copy your goals from the day before to the day after. So you open every day, you open a new page and you write down your 10 to 15 goals. You will stick to some of them, you will drop some of them during the way, and you will understand emotionally what is really important for you. in weight loss, in the nutrition, in relationship, in the business, in the money. Anything can be applied in this situation. If you have, or if you want to only focus on weight loss goals, you can write down everything: the weight, the body shape you want, the body fat percentage, how many times you want to go to the gym. You can write down what kind of activity you want to do when you lost your weight. You can write down what kind of confidence you want to achieve, what kind of challenge you want to do when you lost your weight or during you losing your weight. If you want to participate to particular activity, you want to run, you want to do a triathlon, whatever it is that in relationship to your personal desire, your personal achievement, writing them down. Can be in one area, weight loss, as we're working towards it, or can be more general in many different areas of your life. 10 to 15 goals. If you have 50 goals, write 50 goals, because you will lose a lot during the way. You will, after a few weeks that you have done this activity, you will see what is really, really important for you. Doing the way you want, with a little booklet, or with your computer, with your tablet or your phone, or even drawing on a chalkboard. But what I want you to do is do it every day, at least for 3 weeks. Every single day. Don't miss it. The challenge is that, like having new habit, you have to be aware of doing it. So put an alarm on the phone. If you do when you wake up in the morning as the first things in the alarm, you can set the alarm and put a label on the alarm to say writing my goals. So you sit down before putting your foot on the floor, you sit down and write. It takes probably 2-3 minutes to write it. So everyone can invest 2 minutes for a completely different future, a completely different achievement. So again, guys, and I'm leaving you today with this fantastic activity. Journal, writing everything down, everything happening in your life, everything, every single emotion, every single experience, every single thing that you are experiencing in your life, good or bad. Put it out, make it real, make it in the real world. You never know what's coming from the paper that you are writing on. You can never be sure about the inside that you're about yourself, what desire, and how you could be a much better version of who you are right now. Again, ThinkLean Mind the Body Transformation Journey is dedicated to help you to completely transform your life and your relationship with yourself, with the food, with the weight, and all the problem that we had to deal by being overweight or fat. But I want you to expand this concept I'm sharing with you in every area of your life, because sometimes when you change one area, all the other one being chained together, and you start to see improvement. So journal everything down. Start today, not tomorrow. Don't wait for Monday. Start today. A little notebook, a pen, in whatever way, cheap, expensive, buy it and start to write down. You can write even about this video. Today I casually watched a video of a random guy say I have to write everything down. Let me try it, and try it. About the goals, the exercise, little notebook. Why little? Because it must be always with you. So you can even do multiple times a day. I said in the morning, but you can do in the afternoon, in the evening, before go to sleep. You can even do in the morning, like I do many times. In the morning, I wake up and write all my goals, and then in the evening before going to sleep. You let this concept, this desire go deep in your unconscious mind, and your brain will start to show you, without you just writing down, the road, the path, and the steps to take in order to achieve the goal that you're trying to achieve. So every day you write your 10 goals, or 15 goals, or 20 goals, or 3 goals, whatever it is, in whatever area you want. And the day after, you repeat the process without checking what you wrote the day before. So I want you naturally come out again with the goals, probably same words, probably same process, same grammar, same expression, and sometimes you can see in the long run that something starts going to change, and you will see that some goals are very important to you, some others is because someone is pushing you to do, so some others you don't want to drop, you don't care. You will find out who you are, what you want, and the road and the steps to follow in order to achieve anything you put in your mind. So journal and writing everything down. So thank you for watching. Is this episode number 11. If this episode helped you, you can follow me on Facebook, ThinkLean Formula. ThinkLeanFormula.com is the website where there is my coaching program, where there is my experience, what I'm offering at the moment. And you can contact me if you want help, if you want to be ask me questions about this video, this concept I'm sharing with you. As I said last week, ThinkLean Formula is also on the Apple podcast platform, so you can even subscribe for free and watch this video on your Apple device and on Android as well. So do it now, looking for ThinkLean Formula, Mind the Body Transformation Journey, and you will find me. Join the group on Facebook, no diet, weight loss. You will find ThinkLean Formula on Facebook as well, and we are also on YouTube as official ThinkLean Formula YouTube channel. So enjoy the rest of your day, write everything down. Don't forget, your life will change immediately. Until the next time, thank you.